Ubisoft knows they're cooked at this point. They put out a 4-panel apology rambling about their commitment to Japanese gamers. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It was more of a non-half apology, saying they're going forward in their current direction anyway, trying to placate things. A bunch of corporate speak, word salad, gobbledygook is exactly what they did, and they just got completely savaged about it. We're going to go over their comments and what's being said in just a moment. This is crazy. This is going to be the worst PR for them. It's going to make matters even worse, to be honest, because now you've just pissed off gamers anew who are already going to not buy this. It's just going to be an even bigger travesty when this game finally comes out. All right, my name's John Delarose, everybody. I would love for you to hit the like and subscribe button. This is my Fandom Pulse site. We write the news here that a lot of the other YouTubers cover, so grab a link to that and make sure you follow Fandom Pulse on Substack every day. I'm also a comic book creator, and I would love for you to come in and back my book, The Hidden Emperor. This is wonderful science fiction, great comic books like you used to get back in like Heavy Metal, 2000 AD, stuff that like hasn't been around since the 80s and since the comic book industry got destroyed by their DEI agenda. You'll absolutely love this if you like action adventure, and it would be a great way to support the channel. So thank you for coming in so hard so far. 16,000 in just a few days. Amazing. We really appreciate you. Links in the description below. Back at today, and thanks a lot. All right. So the news today, of course, is this whole deal with them finally admitting that they've got a problem. That's what this is. So they put this 4-panel deal on X with just rambling, and it starts out, "To our esteemed Japanese community." Oh God, you know, just with that it's going to be cringe. A message from Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. First, we want to express our heartfelt thanks for your support. Who's supporting it? Like Alyssa Mercante from Kotaku, she's not Japanese, bro. Just because it says Kotaku, that they're Americans, and they're just shills because they're paid to be. Nobody else is supporting this. For as the Assassin's Creed series, which is now its own history spanning almost 20 years. Over this time, we have explored various settings, time periods, and characters, from an assassin during the Third Crusade to a Viking in 9th century England, and countless more. For many on our team, creating an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan has been a long-cherished dream. And then the DEI consultants got their little hands on it. Since the announcement of Assassin's Creed Shadows, we've received many positive reactions. Press X to doubt on that. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen anybody talking positively about this game. Nobody. As soon as they released that clip with Yasuke with the hip-hop music beheading Japanese guys, no, it was over at that point. Oh my gosh. But also some criticism, including from you, our Japanese players. We share your passion for history, yeah, right, and deeply respect your care for historical and cultural integrity of your rich heritage. You clearly don't. I mean, you just put a black guy in Japan and then decided to make it gay. I mean, obviously you don't. Come on. We would like to address a few points to clarify our intentions and creative decisions. And this is where it gets really cringe. Overall authenticity efforts. We have put significant effort into ensuring immersive and respectful representation of feudal Japan. I couldn't even get through that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Respectful representation. Immersive. Oh yes. So much effort. However, our intention has never been to present any of our Assassin's Creed games, including Assassin's Creed Shadows, as factual representations of history. Now, this is an outright lie. They have said that they're very keenly trying to put this into history. Their big defense of this has been Yasuke was an actual historical figure. This is the whole point of this whole controversy, is they've been pushing, saying, no, he was historically a samurai. We have experts that say this. So they are completely lying here, completely gaslighting Japanese gamers. This is crazy. Instead, we aim to spark curiosity and encourage players to explore and learn more about the historical settings we get inspired by. Oh my gosh. That's why you put in a sword from One Piece, right? So lazy. Assassin's Creed Shadows, first and foremost, is designed to be an entertaining video game that tells a compelling historical fiction set in feudal Japan. No, it's not. It's first designed to be a DEI replacement agenda, blackwashing history, so that everybody worships the blacks. Let's be honest. I'm just not even going to mince words as to what this DEI agenda is. And then it's trying to convince everybody that to play gay romance options, so that they push the homosexual agenda on top of this. This is Globo Homo, the corporation incarnate right here. Ubisoft is one of the most evil corporations out there. They are so bad on their employees with the DEI stuff. I'm talking to one right now who's going to expose them. We're gonna have the screenshots that show you amazing things on the channel very, very soon. So don't miss it. Be here for that. And it's so bad there that's all they're about. They're not about games. They're not about history. They're not about making anything for the consumer. They hate gamers. They want you dead, to be honest, and they want you replaced by gay blacks. Are there any gay black people watching this? Leave a comment down below. Doubt. Our team extensively collaborated with external consultants, historians, researchers, and internal teams at Ubisoft Japan to inform our creative choices. Despite these sustained efforts, despite being 13% of the population, we acknowledge that some elements in our promotional materials have caused concern within the Japanese community, namely all elements of your promotional materials. For this, we sincerely apologize. So they're only apologizing for their promotional materials, not the game, not the misrepresentation of Yasuke, not the fact that they lied and said that it was a historical game, not the fact that they gaslit you, got experts to say that this was completely accurate even though it wasn't. They're just going to apologize for like the fact that their promotional material has a banner that was in it. That's it. All the game footage presented so far is in development. The game will keep evolving until launch. The only way to evolve it at this point, Ubisoft people, is to completely scratch this, get rid of your black protagonist, get rid of your woman ninja, and get rid of the gay crap in it, and then and restart the storyline from scratch. I mean, you might be able to save things at that point. It's possible, but that's what has to be done. I mean, I wouldn't release this game at this point. I mean, that'd be nuts, but you're going to kill your brand, and it's up to you. Based on the constructive criticism we have received, we will continue our efforts until we put the game into your hands and beyond. That means they're going to give you a glorified beta test that doesn't have a complete game, and you're going to have to pay a bunch of microtransactions in order to complete the game, is what that means, like every other company. We also want to clarify that while we have been consulting with many people throughout the development process, they are in no way responsible for the decisions that are taken by the creative teams in the interest of the gameplay and the entertainment. So this is to take the heat off the consultants. So, if you get into a Sweet Baby Inc. situation, we find these consultants, we're not supposed to blame them for the DEI. It's all Ubisoft. Well, at least they're taking culpability for that, I guess. Consequently, we respectfully request that any criticism not be directed at our collaborators, both internal and external. And this is garbage. I mean, honestly, if anybody is pushing this agenda and is doing this and is collaborating to add to this problem, they should be shamed for it. 100%. Name and shame. That's the only way we're going to stop this stuff. We need to stop this nonsense from these people. Creative liberties and historical inspirations. While we strive for authenticity in everything we do, Assassin's Creed games are works of fiction inspired by real historical events and figures. From its inception, this is a long, long, long statement. This is crazy. The series has taken creative license, incorporated fantasy elements to craft engaging and immersive experiences. The representation of Yasuke in our game is an illustration of this. He's a unique and mysterious life made him an ideal candidate to tell the Assassin's Creed stories with the setting of feudal Japan as a backdrop. No, he was just chosen because he was black, and that you just wanted a black lead regardless of setting. And you wanted to prove that that a black lead is something appropriate for every setting. Let's stop lying. It's crazy. While Yasuke is depicted as a samurai in Assassin's Creed Shadows, we acknowledge this is a matter of debate and discussion, and that he was most likely not a samurai. That was not in there, but most likely not. They do not make Gaijin samurai. That doesn't happen. We have woven this carefully into our narrative, and with our other lead characters, the Japanese shinobi Naoi, who's equally important in the game. Don't forget that the gay chick is going to be equally important, Japanese people. Yes, that makes a lot of sense in feudal Japan too. Our dual protagonists provide players with different gameplay styles, and all of them are an affront to Japanese history. We greatly value your feedback and encourage you to continue sharing your thoughts respectfully. Oh, yes. While we understand that meeting everyone's expectation is difficult, we sincerely hope that when Assassin's Creed Shadows launches on November 15th, players in Japan and around the world appreciate the dedication, effort, and passion we poured into it. We do not, because that's all a lie. So Cabrutus, who runs DEI Detected, great website, said, I stopped reading right here, right after they said they put significant effort into ensuring an immersive and respectful representation of feudal Japan. Hypnotic said, imagine trying to speak for an entire country who's being used to sell this game, and it's okay. No one there cares. Like, what? LMAO, you are DEI Kool-Aid drinking fool if you don't see how pissed off the Japanese people are, racist as hell. Well, that's the whole reason they put this out. I mean, they know they've got a massive problem, and they were trying to quell that without taking responsibility and using corporate gobbledygook speak, hoping that will work. It reminds me of, like, remember when there was that, like, oil spill? And BP put out all those commercials being like, we greatly apologize, even though they like didn't line the oil tanker properly and safely to hit anything. And so they like killed millions of animals and fish because of just their corporate incompetence. That's exactly what we're seeing here. So this is Oil Spill the video game. Grum said Assassin's Creed Shadows repeatedly touted their attention to historical and cultural accuracy. They really did. Until they got called out by Japan, now they're pretending it was always fantasy. It's so insulting to gamers' intelligences. And they got 24 likes on it, 5,000 replies at this point. I said full damage control because you screwed up with your DEI agenda. Master of the TDS says, translation, we are wrong, but we don't want to change anything. Please still buy our game. Yeah, that's about what they said right there. I feel like people have forgotten this screen shows up when you play any Assassin's Creed. These games were always historical fictions, so this is a shill going after them who's getting hit here. Imagine if you just stuck with a Japanese main character for a game that takes place in feudal Japan. Remove Johnny Somali from your game or you'll lose a few million sales. Probably true, too. We've received criticism from Japanese players. It's not Japanese players. It's a bunch of racist white guys. Look at the shills here. Get woke, go broke. Japanese history belongs to the Japanese. You should have a Japanese samurai. Pretty obvious. This wasn't even just about Yasuke. Y'all had gotten some buildings wrong. And this is, Nina Infinity is really pointing out something that like a lot of people aren't paying attention to, that were from China and put it in Japan like anything Asian equals same. Correct. Great point on this. That's something that really needs to be brought up. And in a way that's hilarious, considering you're trying to virtue signal about how much you love other cultures, that you'd get something so basic wrong. It's clear that this game was made with DEI in mind first. Good luck with the sales. You'll need it. Yeah, this game's going to be dead on arrival, and this only makes matters worse. I mean, this pisses off more people. This is probably going to piss off the Japanese even more. The petition in Japan to cancel the game is at 95,000 signatures now. I bet it'll hit 100 after this comes out. Really wild stuff from Ubisoft. They just miss the point every single time. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Make sure to sign up for my Kickstarter, The Hidden Emperor. Grab this awesome book where we make our own cultures, so it's in the future. It's fun. Hit the like and subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys supporting our artistic efforts and the channel here. You're amazing. We'll be back soon.